Tonight's our first night here in Chicago, and it would have been nice to have my beautiful wife with me.
This week on Married at First Sight, some couples saw sparks fly, while others faced some serious hurdles. Things started strong with Ikechi and MM, who had the kids conversation.
I have, like, ended dating somebody because they didn't want to have any more children or didn't want to have children at all.
Yeah.
I should have asked if you wanted children before I told you that. Do you want children? You don't want children.
It's over. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, I definitely am open to having children. Like, I think I'd be a good mom, you know?
Think so?
I think so.
Okay.
I think I'd be a good mom.
I think you got some
nurturing skills.
They later vibed over lunch, talking about family, holidays, and religion, and were basically finishing each other's sentences.
Now, as far as Christmas, you know, that's the day the Lord has made. I want to rejoice
and be glad in it. Come on.
So, come on. It's the day Jesus
I'm with you.
was born.
I feel like I need an organ right now.
Okay, it's the day Jesus was born.
We some churchy folk.
Okay, lightweight.
Right, lightweight church.
Michelle had been in a rocky place with David, but it seemed like she was ready to take the pressure off and keep things light.
I think I just have to quit being hard on myself and just say it and try to enjoy the time we have left here. And I don't want to fight with him every day. It's not like he's not a bad guy. I don't want to continue fighting with him. So if we can just keep it casual right now, that's cool.
They made some sushi and went paddleboarding, and there were no arguments. David also got in some bro time with Juan, and they enjoyed themselves. But when Juan was telling Karla about his stay, he said one thing that took her aback.
I'm not gonna lie, I forgot you were there because I was just having so much fun. I think, like, I'm living it up, and I really bonded.
You forgot about me.
But I was just in the moment, you know?
Karla shared her take on the situation the next day.
And he says, you know what, Karla? Earlier today, I totally forgot about you. I didn't even think about you. I was so in love with David that, you know, we were just having a moment. And I'm like, oh, okay. You're gonna forget about me? So I remembered to forget about him.
So when Juan went to the pool before breakfast, she forgot to remind him to bring a bag.
That's how you travel around?
That's how you travel around when you got somebody mad at you.
I'm thinking the moral of this story is don't forget about Karla. Don't forget about your wife, and you will have a bag to put your things in forever. You gonna learn today.
Things were still a little tense when they went to a photo shoot that day, but posing together seemed to bring them closer. Juan also supported Karla when she got stressed holding her breath underwater.
I got frustrated a little bit for a second, but having Juan kind of notice that and, you know, check in with me and seeing if I'm okay, it's definitely comforting. I find comfort in knowing that when there's conflict, we can get back to, like, laughing, having fun. It's nice. I feel more connected to him.
They later cleared up the whole forgetting her thing and decided to communicate more directly.
When people are passive-aggressive and don't know how to communicate.
Ooh.
I was mirroring you. Your words, I wanted to forget about you too. To see
That's what you were doing?
Yeah.
But that's a very passive-aggressive way to, like, handle conflict. You know, like, if you hear me say something that doesn't fly, all you gotta do is, like, ask me to clarify it. Be like, you know, hey, why'd you say this? Like, you know, yeah, I mean, from your perspective, I see it. Now that I hear it over again, it was kind of harsh. I do agree.
Camila's been having a great time with Thomas in Mexico, but he's not her typical type.
I think, you know, as I'm learning Tom, is definitely giving, you know, a little more suburban style, you know, where guys that I've dated in the past have been a little more, you know, city guys. You know, I'm just missing a little bit of that R&B smoothness that I'm used to seeing a little more often.
She addressed it with him off camera, and Thomas said he was in his feels about it.
Maybe I'm not, like, traditionally the type of guy that she dates, or, you know, just our upbringings are a little bit different. Like, she probably has, you know, as far as, you know, Black culture side, maybe more of that influence than I do. And it's not my first time ever hearing that. It's, you know, I heard it before from other partners and things like that. And normally, I don't think I would have taken it personally. In this case, I kind of did.
They later had a conversation about Thomas not feeling Black enough as a child and how he learned to be true to himself. And Camila appreciated the chance to understand him better.
This whole honeymoon is about learning about each other. And, you know, at the end of the day, I think this man and the great qualities he possesses is just coming to me in a different package than I'm used to. And so I think that, you know, I have to, you know, see who he really is without putting too many of my own biases and preferences on him.
On their last day in Mexico, all of the couples got together, and Michelle and David shared that they were making some progress.
Our conversations held, we were flowing. I was smiling, and she was smiling. We were talking.
Yeah, we still have work to do, but slowly but surely getting better.
Hey, that's what
That's a step forward. That's a step forward.
Hey, I walked into you two earlier. I walked by them two, and they were giggling and talking about an iguana. And I'm like, yeah.
Slow and steady wins the race.
But things were far from perfect. When they later talked about going back to Chicago, Michelle shared that she wants to keep sleeping alone.
I don't think I'm ready to share a bedroom.
Can I just ask why? Or like,
I'm not feeling a connection here, and so I definitely don't think I will be comfortable sharing a bed with you. That's all.
Okay. I hope she does want it as bad as I want to. I feel like I have something still there. It's very, very thin, I'll be completely honest, but that's all I need, so. All I know is I'm trying.
But I also can't help the way I feel.
Yeah, I get you.
Back in Chicago, Madison sat down for a talk with Alan, and she shared what she believes will help attraction grow on her end.
What I prefer in a partner is somebody who like actively takes care of themselves and finds it important to, you know, kind of pay attention to those little things that like make them like look and feel good. So like obviously like, going to the gym is really important to me. Mm-hmm. Like that type of motivation is like very attractive to me, and like I would like my partner to be that way as well.
She also admitted she wasn't a fan of his bold sense of style.
I still want to try to look good in front of you. I'm not going to be walking around like totally a mess in my mind. Not saying like,
I'm like, okay.
No, like
Wow.
I still like I want to like impress my partner.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to just dog on your style at all, because like I've only seen a small bit of it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like communicate of like what I find attractive, and that like little changes might help with some of that I've been having a hard time with.
That night, Madison headed out without Alan, and he seemed a little bummed.
I will text you. I will not be out late.
Okay. Have a good time.
I'll see you later.
Tonight's our first night here in Chicago, and it would have been nice to have my beautiful wife with me, but she's out for happy hour, I think. I'm a little disappointed, but see her soon though, hopefully.